welcome to the Trained by Tradewinds show. I'm Coach Andy.
I'm Coach Meredith.
And today we're going to jam on a topic, a concern that a lot of women have when they first come to a gym where they're going to lift weights. And that is, if I lift weights, am I going to get too bulky? So let's dive right on into it. So I've heard it over and over again because I do all the intros when people come into the gym, and a lot of time I get it from women, right? I have heard it from a few men, but let's be honest, it's usually a concern most women have.
Yeah.
And when they come in and they see that we lift weights, right? They're like, I do not want to get bulky. And now you're laughing and smiling, right? Like we're joking about this, but in all seriousness, that is a legit concern for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And today I want to talk to you specifically about this, Coach Mer, because it's something you've actually been trying to do over the last couple of months, and I've seen the kind of work that you've had to put in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from my expertise, right, I think it's safe to say that lifting weights alone is not going to get you bulky.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right, so let's just get this out of the way right now, everyone. Lifting weights alone is not going to get you bulky. Yes, you're gonna gain muscle, but listen, with the way that we lift weights here at Tradewinds, like, you're not gonna get like massive and huge to the point where like your arms are out here. Like, the whole point of the muscle that we build is lean muscle to then burn the fat so that the muscle that you have built shows. That's what like being toned, right? For all of you out there that are like, I just wanna get toned, right? I wanna be fit. That's what we're really talking about. We're talking about building lean muscle and then building or burning fat so that we have a lower body fat percentage so that that muscle actually shows. That's really what we're talking about. But since we're on the topic and I've got Coach Mer here, we're gonna talk about how much work she's actually been putting in to actually build muscle. So how long have you actually like consistently been working on actually getting bigger and building muscle recently?
Since August.
Okay.
Since the beginning of August.
So August of 2020, it's now January of 2021.
Yeah.
So we're talking 4 months at least.
Yeah.
Okay. So in 4 months, how much muscle have you actually put on?
About 10 pounds.
Okay. So 4 months, 10 actual pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Now, how many days a week do you work out?
5 to 6 days a week.
5 to 6 days a week. But your workout routine is very different than what a typical person walking into a gym.
Oh yeah.
Right? So like, you're not just coming in for an hour group class and then leaving.
Nope.
So like, walk me through what a typical day might look like for you of just training. I know you've got other things like coaching, of course. But.
So usually I do my first session in the morning. Some of you know I do it at like 4 a.m.
Yep. Gotta get it in when you can
Gotta get it in when you can. So yeah, I do about an hour to an hour and a half of lifting and some conditioning in the morning, and then in the afternoon I do another session which lasts about an hour to 2 hours of again lifting and conditioning and practice and all of that. So about a total of 4 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week.
Okay, so 4 hours a day of working out, 5 to 6 days a week, and it's taken you 4 months to gain 10 pounds of muscle. So that's roughly about 2 to 2.5 pounds per month.
Yeah.
Which is less than a pound a week.
Right.
So if we do math, right, if my math is correct, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week, you're literally looking at 20 to 24 hours of fitness.
Yeah.
And in a week, that's gaining less than a pound of muscle per week for 20. Most of you guys work 40 hours a week. She spends half that time working out.
Yeah.
To gain less than a pound of muscle per week. Like, that's a lot of work.
It is, yeah.
Now, there's another side to it as well.
Absolutely.
Because I know I've done nutrition, right? Like, I know it's a lot about calories in, calories out.
Yeah.
So there's another piece to this. It's not just working out, and it's a lot about nutrition as well. So talk to me a little bit about that, because I bet most people that are watching this right now are like, okay, cool, like so she just eats whatever she wants, or she has a really, really strict diet or whatever. To gain muscle, here's the deal. When it comes to nutrition, you've got two options. You can either burn fat, lose weight, lose fat, or you can build muscle, because one needs a calorie deficit and one needs a calorie surplus.
Yes.
Right, okay. So you must be eating in a calorie surplus then.
Absolutely. Or I try my best.
Right.
I really do.
It's actually a lot harder than people think.
It's so hard because I'll have, and I can't eat in big meals. Like I can't eat 3 big meals a day.
Yep.
I have to eat like at least 5 to 6 small meals a day. And even that, it's just like, oh, I can't eat another bite. Or it's like, oh shoot, like I didn't like eat this. So I try to plan it out. I just started doing meal prep more. My goal for 2021 is to cook.
Oh, nice.
And wifey material here. So I have like all my like little what's it called? Things to put in food.
Containers.
Tupperware. So I cook in like bulk. I try to cook at least for 3 days because I don't want them to go bad. So, and then I put them in all my containers, snacks, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, snack 1, snack 2, snack 3. Because when I work out for so many hours, I'm always hungry.
Right.
And I never want to work out hungry, so I eat before I work out, like literally 30 minutes before I work out. Some people can't do that, but I can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
I have to eat like 3 hours beforehand. Otherwise, when I'm working out, it's like sitting right here. So kudos to you for that one.
Right. My stomach will like always talk to me, and I'm just focused on my stomach. And then immediately after, like whey protein, immediately get carbs in, all of that, and it's just all lined up. And I'm finding myself hungrier, which is good, because if I wasn't hungry and I worked all that, all those calories off, then I'm gonna start losing weight. And that's my body is weird that way. Like I go from being like 115 one day, 112 the other day, and I know it's like sometimes water weight, which fluctuates. But so constantly eating so many meals a day. Just went to Target today just to get more food. But yeah. So
it's a lot of work.
It is.
I mean, so basically you're working out, you're eating, and you're coaching, and that's really what your day consists of.
That's it.
So, and that's the thing, right? Like, I remember there was a point in time where I had just done a cut. I got down to the body fat percentage that I wanted, so I was like, okay, now it's time to build muscle. I remember the kind of work I had to do. Like, I was in the gym constantly. I was eating constantly. And it wasn't like, a lot of you may think that, when we do this, like, it's just like, oh, go eat a cheese pizza or a hamburger and milkshakes. Like, that Michael Phelps thing that came out, and he was like, oh, I eat McDonald's for every meal and a milkshake for... That's not really how it works.
Yeah.
That's when you're burning like 1,000, that's when you're burning way more calories than you need, and you're not really trying to... That's just from training, right? From training for a sport. Like, she's literally training to gain muscle. I was really training to build muscle, so I needed to make sure that I was eating the right things, right? Like, in order to build muscle, you need protein. So I remember eating literally protein at every single meal.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, right, like, normal meals are like breakfast, where you may have like toast or cereal. A lot of people actually don't eat a lot of protein during breakfast unless they're eating eggs.
Right.
And then we've got lunch, which is usually like a salad or a sandwich. It's actually a little bit less protein than we're usually what we would consider to be a full protein meal.
Yeah.
And then most protein that people get are from dinner.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the only 3 meals that they eat. And then when they do eat, they eat a ton of protein on that one last meal during dinner, where they eat like a 20-ounce steak.
Yeah.
And that's it. I remember when I was doing it, I was eating protein at breakfast. I was eating protein at what I called second breakfast. Right, which is like a snack.
And
so literally, I was having like an omelet with chicken for breakfast, and then I was having like a salad with chicken for second breakfast, and then I was having another salad with chicken for lunch and pasta, and then there was second lunch or lupper or whatever you want to call it, which was more protein, more there's a lot of work that goes into building muscle. It's not as easy as just coming in and lifting weights.
Right.
Now, do understand that when you do come in and you start any new fitness program, especially when it does include weights, you are gonna build muscle. Like, it's going to happen. But that's one of the reasons why you came into a program like this, is because you wanted to build muscle, you wanted to feel stronger. But we're here to tell you, because we've been through it, that in order to get bulky, that a lot of us are afraid of, it requires a lot of work.
Yeah.
So if that's a goal of yours, if you want to build muscle to the point where like you're packing on the pounds, that's great. It can be done. But for those of you that are sitting at home going, I don't want to do a new program where I'm lifting weights because I'm afraid of getting too bulky, we're here to tell you that it's actually really hard to accomplish, and it's not anything you should really worry about.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Awesome.
That's it.
Well, I hope you guys find this advice and this little chat helpful. We're going to be doing more of these pretty much every single week. So if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns that you want us to jam on, by all means, please drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. We'd love to jam on them. Yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next week.
See ya.